Alright, and here we are with the chickens. Let me come around to this side for a second. I ordered these from My Pet Chicken, because you don't have to get 20, you can get just 6, like I did here. Actually, I think they'll sell as few as 3. What I'm supposed to have are 2 Welsumers, which lay chocolate eggs, 2 Easter eggers, which lay blue, green, or pink eggs, and 2 Buff Orpingtons, which lay the regular brown eggs that you'll see organic in the grocery store. Now, I'm pretty sure that these lovely little yellow ones are the Orpingtons, but I can't tell if the stripes belong to the Welsumers. Oh, you're friendly. Hello, lady. Oh. If these stripes are Welsumers, which are supposed to be friendly birds, or Easter eggers. The Welsumers are the most expensive of the lot, so I'd imagine they would have given me an Easter egger if they didn't have enough of my order. But maybe it was a bumper year for Welsumers. I don't think I'll have to wait for them to start laying eggs before I can figure that out, though, because they are pretty distinctive once they get their regular feathers in. And the fact that they're so distinct now means I'll probably be able to tell them apart when they're older, too. You see how they're running around active and not huddling under the light or away from the light, so it looks like I got a good temperature for them right now. I followed Vlada Vladic's, or maybe it's Vladich, a recommendation to put just a little bit of egg yolk in that first batch of food for them. Makes sense, you know, give them a little boost. They've already messed their water a bit, so I'll clean that in a second. They seem to be much more comfortable on the straw they came on, so I left that there for now, but I can see they're starting to poop. So now that they know where their food is and what it's supposed to look like, I might be able to put down some pine straw, or pine shavings tonight to catch some of the chicken goo. So we always had chickens when I was growing up, but I never really interacted with the baby chicks, because you didn't go in the hen house except to clean it out when they were all out of there, which was usually during a molt when you didn't really have chicks, or to get the eggs. And I'd see them around the yard with the hens, but you didn't have to interact with them because the hens raised them. So it's kind of a learning experience for me for all the things you have to consider to keep a baby chicken healthy. What's going on with your feathers right there, little girl? Let's see. Looks like she's got a little sand. She doesn't seem too bothered by it, but animals don't. They'll talk a good game until they're half dead, so I think she might still have some of the shell on her. She might be one of the younger ones. So one thing about my little homestead is it's heavily populated by females. I mean, you don't need a rooster to get eggs. And even the bees kick out all the drones at the end of the fall because they don't really do anything but hang around and try to mate with the queen. Oh, look at you drinking. They have to tilt their heads up to drink, so when I finish fitting out the coop, I'm going to put in some chicken nipples right at chicken head height so they can just tip their beaks up and drink. That'll make it easy for me, too. If I want to have a vacation, I can give them a lot of water and not have to bug neighbors to feed and take care of them. They're actually hanging out kind of far from the light, so I may want to raise that just a little bit. Let's see. I could sleep in that, so I think it's at least 90. Probably need a thermometer, but they'll tell me. We'll just go as long as this tape will take it. If you watch, you'll see them, they'll just get tired and fall over. Human babies do that too, but somehow chicks are a little bit cuter. I think it's the fluff. I'm surprised at how much they groom themselves already. Look at them scrabbling. I think one of these striped ones is going to end up being the dominant. Because for a while there, they were sitting on the yellow ones. And that thing about pecking order is very, very true. Chickens will establish a rather rigid hierarchy, and they can be quite mean about it. It's one of the reasons you have this red lamp. It discourages them from pecking at sores. My tummy. Looks like one of them might have some feathers plucked. They're all pretty lively, so we'll see how they get on. They came with their bumps and bruises. I mean, after all, they were mailed. I think from South Carolina. Not really sure. They're so cute. Hey, chickens. You. Would you like to be petted a little bit? Cute. One of them had a little touch of something on its bum. It didn't seem like pasty bud. Was that you? It was one of these putative Easter eggers. We're going to call that a putative Easter egger. Yeah, that was you. Looks like she's got a little bit more again on her bum. I may wait till she gets sleepy and cover her eyes and try to get that off. With adult chickens, at least, I know this. If you cover their heads, like put their heads in a bag, they'll just go still. I don't know if they go to sleep, but they go darn or something. And you can do just about anything you want to them, including prep them for dinner. These ladies are not likely to be eaten unless you're mean to me. Got them mostly for eggs and teaching children. And fun. Yes, I know those of you who grew up with me in my hometown on the farm, I said I would never come back, and I have not. I brought the farm to me. At least the parts of it I liked. Notice I have no cows. I'm just going to keep an eye on her. It doesn't seem to be plugging her vent. For those of you who've never raised chickens, or been into raising chickens, because I didn't know this either, apparently they can get what's called pasty butt. He's having some issues pooping. And that's where their vents get blocked by poop. And it can kill them. And that is the hen, or the chick, that I suspect had pasty bud. So I very well may need to check her vent again. She looked like she was uncomfortable for a second there. So I'm going to go get some more warm water. I'll leave this on while I do that. We'll get some pasty butt. Alright. So this is one of the things you don't have to worry about when you raise chickens. Truly.